Next game, Marlins White Sox. 810 guaranteed rate field in Chicago. The White Sox are minus 115, totals at 9.5. We saw a 20-cent fade of Chicago and movement downward on the total. Chicago opened at 135, down to 115. Total open 10, down to 9.5. 66% are leaning White Sox, 67% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Marlins are plus 105 on the money line. White Sox plus $1.65 on the run line. We have Trevor Richards for the Marlins, Ivan Nova for the White Sox. Nova comes into this game with a 4-9 record, 5.86 ERA, and a 1.57 WHIP. The White Sox are 15 games back in the AL Central, just 44-52 overall for the year. They're also 18-27 against the spread at home. The White Sox ranked 27th in scoring, 26th in walks allowed, losers in 8 out of their last 10 games. Now the Marlins on the other side, 26-21 against the spread away from home. They're also 6th in runs allowed on the road and 6th in hits allowed on the road. Believe it or not, Miami is 12-6 in their games at the current market price. Now, total-wise, the Marlins are 69% to the under, taking on a total of 9 or higher. They're also 5-11-2 to the under on the road. They're 11-5-2 to the under on the road when the line was 9 or higher as well. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Marlins plus 105 and the under 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Athletics, Astros, 8-10 Houston. The Astros are minus 230, totals 8.5. We saw a nickel move toward Houston and moving downward on the total. The Astros open 225 up to 230. Total open 9 down to 8.5. 51% are leaning Houston, 63% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Athletics are plus 200 on the money line. Astros minus $1.25 on the run line. We have Homer Bailey for the A's, Garrett Cole for the Astros. Cole's 10-5 with a 3.12 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP. He also has 194 strikeouts in just 129 2/3 innings pitched. Meanwhile, on the other side for Oakland, Homer Bailey's coming into this game with a 4.69 ERA and a 1.40 WHIP. Houston's first in the AL West, 64-37 overall, tied for the most wins in the American League. Astros are 36-14 at home, 62-29 as the favorite, and they are 5-0 in their last 5 at Minute Maid Park. The Astros are 8th in home scoring, 5th in home walks, 2nd in striking out at home. They're also 8th in runs allowed at home, 3rd in hits allowed at home, 1st in striking batters out at home. Houston is 7-1 versus Oakland this year. They're also 33-13 as the official home favorite. Now, Oakland on the other side, they're winning just 20% of their games, taking on teams allowing 3.9 to 4.2 runs per contest. Oakland also ranks 28th in striking batters out. The A's are 6.5 games back of Houston in the division. And once again, they've dropped 7 out of their last 8 head-to-head matchups with the Astros. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Houston minus 1.5 and the over 8.5 in that game. Next matchup, Baltimore Diamondbacks, 940 Arizona. The D-backs are minus 250, totals at 9. We saw a 30-cent move toward the Diamondbacks and movement downward on the total. Arizona opened 220 up to 250. Total open 9.5 down to 9 flat. 73% are leaning Arizona, 60% shaded toward the over. Right now, Baltimore's plus 200 on the money line. Arizona minus $1.20 on the run line. We have Aaron Brooks for the O's, Robbie Ray for the D-backs. Robbie Ray's 8-6 with a 3.92 ERA. He also has 152 strikeouts in just 117 innings. Aaron Brooks on the other side for Baltimore, just 2-3 on the year, 4.69 ERA. Arizona's 2nd in the NL West, 10th in scoring, 6th in hits. Arizona's also 18-16 as the favorite, and 13-11 taking on teams under 460. Now Baltimore on the other side is winning just 23% of their games in their 3rd game without a day off. They're also winning just 30% of their games as the underdog and just 27% at the current market price. Baltimore is the proud owners of the second worst record in baseball. They're just 31-67 overall for the year. That's going to put them at 36 games under 500. They're 33 games back in the division, and they've won just 16 out of 47 away from home. Now, total-wise, Baltimore is 19-11 to the over, taking on teams between 460 and 540. Meanwhile, Arizona on the other side, 66% to the over, taking on teams under 460. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Diamondbacks minus 1.5 and the over 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Cubs. Did I skip this one? I don't remember capping this one. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I skipped the Cubs and the Giants. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Totally skipped that one. Did not cap this one. Sorry about that, guys. Cubs, Giants, 9:45 Eastern first pitch in San Francisco. I didn't cap this one. This is our official Patreon.com. You pick it. So let me know who you think is going to win in the comment section below. Ouch. All right, next and final game for the show. It is going to be Rangers-Mariners. 10:10 Eastern first pitch in Seattle. The Mariners are minus 125. Totals 9.5. We saw a 15-cent fade of Seattle and movement downward on the total. The Mariners open $1.40, down to minus 125. Total open 10, down to 9.5. 58% are leaning Texas, 70% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Rangers are plus 105 on the money line. The Mariners plus $1.50 on the run line. We have Adrian Sampson for the Rangers, Marco Gonzalez for the Mariners. Gonzalez comes into this game with a 4.48 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. Meanwhile, Sampson on the other side, 6-6 record, 80 strikeouts in just, is that 77 or 97? Looks like 97 innings pitched. Seattle's last in the AL West, 22 games under 500. They're just 40-62 overall for the year. They've also won just 20 out of 51 games at home. The Mariners are 22-29 against the spread at home. They're also losers in 8 out of their last 9 ball games, just 2-6 in their last 8 at home, and they rank dead last in striking out at home in Major League Baseball. Now the Rangers on the other side, 28-19 against the spread away from home. They've also won 7 out of their last 8 head-to-head matchups with the Mariners. The Rangers rank 6th in scoring, 10th in road walks. They're winning 61% of their ball games, taking on teams under 460. Now total-wise, Texas is 7-3 to the over, taking on the Mariners. Meanwhile, Seattle on the other side, 68% to the over, taking on teams allowing more than 4.2 runs per contest. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Texas plus 105 and the over 9.5 in that game. All right, let's just do a quick recap. We did skip the Cubs-Giants games. That was just a mistake, guys. I just forgot to cap that one. That's on me. We took the Diamondbacks minus 1.5 and the over 9 runs in the Orioles-Diamondbacks game. We also have the Athletics taking on the Astros. I like Houston minus 1.5 and the over 8.5 in that game. We have the Marlins taking on the White Sox. I like Miami plus 105 and the under 9.5 in that one. We have the Reds taking on the Brewers. I got the Brewers minus 125 and the under 9 runs in that game. We also have the Yankees taking on the Twins. Pretty good matchup there. That was a coin flip. I like Minnesota minus 105 in the over 11 runs in that one. We also have another doozy of a game. Boston taking on Tampa Bay. I'm leaning Tampa Bay plus $1 in the over 9 runs in that game. We have the Indians taking on the Blue Jays. That is in Toronto. I like Cleveland minus 175 in the under 9 runs in that one. We also have the Rockies taking on the Nationals. I like Washington winning that one outright. No line posted for that game as of yet. We also have the Cardinals taking on the Pirates. No line posted for that game either. I like St. Louis winning that one outright for some money line cash. All right, guys, let's go ahead and slide into some shout outs brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Got to give a shout out to Blown Stallone, who continuously and diligently posts my picks in the comments section below. Blown Stallone, we appreciate all your hard work. Thank you so much. A shout out to Danny J, Proline Master, Chuck Pinter, TCGMD, 20,011. Shout out to Mike Wilkerson, Jim Tazzies, Talmejo Merritt, Matthew Pettyjohn, Bo Dunn, Flip Erickson. Shout out to Ghetto Joe. Shout out to the Vegas Better, who continues to troll me each and every day. He says we need more sabermetrics. If you guys want to hear more sabermetrics, let me know in the comments section below. That sounds really, really cool. We should do more sabermetrics in these picks because I'm sure everybody would understand that. And then last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to my man Norwal Music. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. Link for that site is in the description section below. But most importantly, I got to thank you for tuning in each and every day. Got to thank you for watching this free program right here on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed all this free content, all this free information. And as always, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.